Good morning to you and welcome to Linda's TV show. Anywhere you are watching or seeing my face. If you like what I'm doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. My people, as you are watching this video, kindly like this video. Click on that like button. Share this video to any platform you belong. This is another work that you are doing. The reason why you need to subscribe and turn on your notification bell is for YouTube to suggest and recommend our videos to you. What do we do here? We react, we inform, we educate, we sanitize the members of the public about what is going on in Nigeria and in Biafra land. I put a disclaimer that Linda's TV show do not and will not in any way promote misleading information, hate speech, violent or instigating war. I have listed what I do here. I seize this opportunity also to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform.
What they do in Nigeria is to bring a half-truth. When they bring a half-truth to woo you and drag you to their side, then they will unleash the evil that they want to unleash. That is how they have succeeded in pushing many propaganda that is flying today on air. And people didn't take notice. When they were building up those propaganda, you will not take notice. They will come with a subtle idea and continue to tell you certain things that looks like the truth that is never the truth. But when you listen closely and carefully, you begin to understand where they are coming from. I want us to listen to this man on this interview, what he has to say.
Educated people. They are well read. It only shows you that truth is timeless. When lies will go for 1,000 miles, the truth will only need to take one step. People who are looking for the truth. What happened? Why did we lose this war? Before the war in this country, the Igbos had 37 officers. Using the word East. 37. The Yorubas had 10. Hausas had.
I want you to pay attention to what this man is saying. This man is speaking about the Biafran war and he's talking about the Igbos. And when he's talking about what belonged to the Igbos, he is generalizing it to the old southeastern region, which is acceptable. That is how it's supposed to be. He is generalizing and he's talking about old southeastern regions. These are people he regards as Igbos, even though they have different dialects there. So whatever comes from that side is assumed that is from the Igbos. They project this idea when they want to make their confusing points, when they want to confuse you or to make out a point. But when it comes to reality, they never want us to unite. The man that is speaking now is a Yoruba man. They never want us to be seen as one. But I want you to pay attention to his analysis. In this analysis, when you listen closely, you see the way he's using his words. These are, these Awolowo boys, they are very, very smart and intelligent. That whenever you are listening to their analysis of what they're saying, pay good close attention. You will know where they are going. If you are not paying attention, you will get carried away with all the nonsense praises and shouts they're making. But in the midst of those praises, they want to drag you into a point of no return. They want to set a narrative that is not obtainable. I want you to pay attention to what this man is going to say in this analysis. You are going to understand so many things.
Igbo people are educated people.
Igbo people are educated.
They are well read.
They are well read.
It only shows you that truth is timeless.
Yes.
When lies will go for 1,000 miles, the truth will only need to take one step.
Exactly.
People who are looking for the truth. What happened? Why did we lose this war? Before the war in this country, the Igbos had 37.
Listen carefully. He is saying before the war, the Igbos had 37 officers. And now he will go further to tell you the people that made of that 37 officers that he referred to Igbos. which in the actual sense, when we say we are, just like when Mazin Nanikan is speaking, Mazin Nanikan will tell you that we are all Igbos in old Southeastern region. When he says, some people don't understand, they will get angry and think he wants to take away your dialect. He doesn't want to take away your dialect from you. Your dialect remains your dialect. He's just trying to tell you about our brotherliness, our oneness in that old Southeastern region, which even the Janjaweed and the Southwestern know. They know that we are one people. But within us, these same people created a division, instigated separation among us, and some of us are speaking in different tones. You are going to see when he's going to make that instigation. After saying all these good thoughts, he will come in again and instigate that division we are talking about. I want you to pay attention and listen. Listen to what he's saying.
Igbos had 37 officers using the word East.
East.
37. The Yorubas had 10. Hausas had 8. Many of the ones of the Hausas were killed. So, I'm sure they will have sat down to say, how did we lose this war? What did we do wrong? Some will say, we have no weapon. Look, I have seen people who succeeded from failure. I have not met one person that succeeded from excuses. I am tall, I am black, I am short. Who's to give you the food you're talking about? Your enemy will come and feed you. Somebody is daft. If that was the thinking, they deserve to lose the war. But why Igbo in particular? Igbos did not lose the war. The East, that was Biafra, which included Ekwere, Anang, Ibibio, Efik, they lost the war. But why is it so that the Igbos are so concerned with it? So you see, there is another commander of the Navy called Pascal Odu.
Now, I want you to pay attention. This man has made his speech to drag you closer. He made his speech. He started with the truth. And now, listen carefully and see where he's going to land. How they create that lie that never exists. The division that they create. When they create these things, some of the time we don't take notice. You will be listening to them. You'll be enjoying the speech. But at the end of the day, they will plant this seed of discord in the midst of that their good talk they used to drag you in. And before you know it, they will create a narrative. And people will run with that narrative. And it begin to rain. Igbos don't love themselves. Igbos hate themselves. Igbos are not working together. The Southeast cannot be together. The Southeast don't love. Igbos don't welcome people. Igbos are domineering. I want you to listen now. Listen to where this man is going. Pay attention.
There is another commander of the Navy called Pascal Odu. He wrote a book. He was talking about his boss from Agbo. He said, but the man is not a Biafran anyway.
Listen.
So, an Agbo man who is Ika Igbo speaking is not a Biafran. So
you see, this man is explaining why we lost the war. And the example he's bringing is somebody that wrote a book and said that somebody from Agbo is not a Biafran. And now he is now generalizing it down that the Igbos decided to sidetrack every other people outside within themselves and said that they are not Biafrans, that they extracted some people, which never happened. This is a lie from the pit of hell. A lie from the pit of hell. That somebody wrote a book. And look at where everything he has said now, this is where he's landed. That it is because we are not united, that we pushed away some of our brothers, and we said they're not part of us, which is a blatant lie. All these things are the narrative that are being created through the British and the Janjaweed and Caliphate, and they push it, and some of us buy into it. When somebody is listening to this man now, the way he started this good narrative, and he finally landed in a place where he said that during the Civil War, an Igbo man wrote a book, and he said that somebody from Agbo is not a Biafran. You can imagine. These are the way they create this narrative, and this is the importance of us coming online. Every one of us know that he himself confessed that when he was talking about the Igbo Biafran, he talked about the East. In his reference, he made mention of the East. That East has the 35 officers, and he said Igbo officers, and he referenced to East. He went ahead to expatiate about that East and said that this East comprised of different dialects, but they are known as Igbos. The same man in the same interview, he's telling you now that it is the Igbos that extracted their brothers and said they are not part of them. Thereby letting you know that we are the problem of ourselves. We created the problem. We are the ones that made ourselves to lose. Which is a blatant lie. A lie from the pit of hell. We know that the Nigerian soldiers took Biafran uniform and fought against our people to blackmail us. The same thing they are still doing up to today. Flag of operation. They plan the operation, they do it, and they pretend they are not the ones. Up to today, some people in the riverine area are still believing that the Biafrans fought against them. And look at how they create those narratives. When he started very well, he talked about the unity of the South is how we are one. But at the discussion, look at where he has landed. These are the people who have to be very careful. When we are listening to them, they come with those sweet words, half truth. Even up to this, telling you about the truth. That lie can take 1,000 miles, but truth can take just a second, a step. And look at him. Look at where he has landed with that his truth. You can imagine.
Agbo man who is Ika Igbo speaking is not a Biafran. So you could see why they lost the war. Because they annihilated the Efiks,
you see,
the Anaks, the Bibios,
you see,
the Équeres.
You see the narrative he's painting. That the Igbos annihilated the Équeres, the Anan, the Efik during the Civil War. And that was why we lost the war. You can imagine. And these are what people listen to. Some of these regions, they listen to people like this. And when they listen to them, they begin to believe what they say. You can imagine what this man, after coming out with his own mouth to talk about the East, having 35 officers, and he said these 35 officers are Igbo officers, and he mentioned East. He went ahead to explain this East, that this East he's talking about comprises of different dialects. He mentioned the tribes. At the same time, he come back now and said that the Igbos annihilated these people and said they are not part of them. Because a book he said he wrote or he read. And this man, I think this man was a general before. These are people from Oduduwa land. This is how they push, they use they think they are smart. The first of all, way you would do some good information and other, at the end of the day, they will chip in that they are destructive information. You see how they planted this unity we are suffering today. This is how they plant it. This is his own judgment.
Once you alienated these people, they're looking for where to belong.
You see.
So when Nigerians got there, they gave us all the support that we needed. So we had to move forward without having to look back. The natives supported us.
You see, this man fought on the side of Nigeria. That when they entered there, that the people supported them because the Biafrans rejected them. These were the people who used Biafran uniform to go and fight against our people. This man himself was one of the sponsors from the way he's talking. From the way he's talking. Knowing fully well that this whole area are Igbos. The southeast, we are all Igbos. All southeast Nigeria, we are all Igbos. Regarding our dialect, we are Igbos. He confessed to that. And these are the people who went and took Biafran uniform to go and take the life of our brothers and tell them that it is the Biafran soldiers. And now, when they came in, this narrative is said now, and people accepted them. In the end, that the Biafrans do not want them. That was how we lost the war. Imagine that was how we lost the war. His own narrative. These are the kind of people we see again and again. And some of us listen to these people unknowingly without knowing. They come with that their sweet word. You think they are talking sense, but they just want to capture your attention. When they get your attention, they will unleash the damage. Some of the damage, unrepairable, you can't repair it. Some of the damage, you can't repair it. Like this very damage is causing that. It is difficult. Up to today, there are still people who still believe that the Biafran soldier attacked them. There are still people in the old Southeastern region that believe that the Biafran soldier attacked, which never happened. It never happened. The same way they said Ojukwu single-handedly declared Biafra, which is wrong, a lie. A lie. You see him, he even went ahead to say, why is that Igbos are so pained about the civil war? That it is the Southeast Biafran that have lost the war, not just the Igbos, it's the Southeast. That's why is it that we are the ones that are much more concerned? A stupid question to ask. The Igbos are in a large number. They lost the highest. They lost both in properties, both in life and everything. They lost so much. It is not something to forget easily. Every other person can begin to adjust because they didn't fit. The people that felt the heat that is Europe up to today as we speak, the memories of the war is written all over us, the Biafran people. Up to this minute, it is written all over us. And for somebody to come and think that he can just come and woo us and we forget, it is sad. This is why we have to be strong in the media. This is why the establishment to educate Biafrans about the facts, more especially area. Our Biafrans in the coastal region. This radio is important to bring information, ask questions, to get facts, make inquiries and research. You know, some of us are very lazy in making those inquiries and research. Prefer those ones have been made already. You hear it and you see it on visual, the way we are talking and speaking about it. So I thank you that radio is going to be launched, and I pray that the implementation will be sustained, because this is not the first time we launched it. But once it comes up and start afresh again. Don't forget, during the time of Master Simon, we have started running, tested. We tested it, every one of. We tested our television. We tested our radio before. I pray by the now that the government will sustain this one. Understand. Welcome. Good to have you, my brother Greg. If you're there, meet yourself. Speak to us. My brother Greg, are you there? There, bro, Greg.
Yes, Maz.
If you're there, Greg, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, Maz. Am I coming out?
No, my brother. Yeah, loud.
Good afternoon. I don't know if my network is okay.
Yeah, it's okay today. We can hear you clear.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to Biafrans. Yes, happy weekend. Yes, one more time today. For the past 2 days, I have been not there. My program changed. It will be almost difficult for me now to be joining the morning afternoon program, except in the evening. Yesterday evening I was trying to enter, but I didn't know what happened. It's like you use a different
yeah, I saw you yesterday evening. Yeah, well, you use a different app. Yeah, I used the mainstream last night. I saw you enter, you go out.
Yeah, I entered, I found out that my mic cannot open, the camera cannot open. So I was trying to do it, the thing refused. So I just listened to the program. Yes, Mazi, thank you so much, and we continue our struggle. May the name of God be praised, because He is the head of everything we do. In all things, we must thank Him for all that He has been doing for Biafrans, from our families, from every corner. He has been so good. All the Biafra families, God has been doing wonderful. And we thank Him for the life of Maz Nnamdi Kanu and Maz Simon Ekpa, our PM. and all the Biafrans that the enemy is holding hostage. Our prayer is that God, who make all things possible, will fight this battle and set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free, and set Simon Ekpa free, and set Biafrans who are languishing in prisons free, and set the Biafra land free. That is our prayer, and we know that God will do it in a very short distant time. This we ask through our Lord Jesus Christ, and we pray for Dr. Ngozi Oraveze, the DPM, and all the Biafra cabinet, and all the Biafra armies. Especially now, our prayers get on the head of our brother, Gentle, and God, who has been keeping him, will continue to keep Gentle and all the Biafra armies. Those who put their life in danger to say that they want freedom, they are not fighting because they hate anybody. They are not fighting because of any other thing, but they say, let us be free. We want us to be free and rule ourselves. Let other people go home and rule themselves. That is only what is causing problem. So I pray that the Most High God, who have been keeping them and fighting the battle for them, that God will continue to protect them and save them from all the dangers and from all the hands of the enemy. Through our Lord Jesus Christ, we pray.
Amen.
Yes, Mazi, thank you so much. I see your program. You talked about courage and Biafrans to be courage in whatever they are doing. That is the spirit of what we are doing. It's for Biafrans to be courageous enough and continue in their courage. In any area that any person is performing or is sacrificing, let him do it with all his mind and be courageous, hoping that our miracle is coming soon. Are we going to have Biafra? The answer is 100% yes, Biafra is coming. But only what we are praying that our God should do is that they want it faster. We have suffered enough. Yes, Biafrans have suffered so much, and especially the Igbo Biafrans. I don't know where to start. But in everything, in all these things, you can package all of them together. The hate that Igbos are suffering in the world, especially in anything that called Africa. The hatred they have for Igbos in every corner of the world, especially in the African land. So, and that is why, where it is spending so much is when somebody know that he's being hated, when somebody know that they don't like him, when you know that when you enter into any house, their eyes are very wide to receive you, when you know that no part of the nation have open hearts like the Biafrans, because you imagine yourself somebody who will come to your home, and that is why the Europeans and the Western and other part of the world are progressing. Let me touch this a little bit before I will go into what I want to say. In the Western world, if you come into their land and you bring amount of money, you come and invest, and they see you paying your taxes, you did not commit any crime, they open door for you, give you citizenship, help you to make sure that your business is secured and that your business is increased. They will not hate you because of the progress you are making in their land. Rather, they will hate you if there is any crime you committed. That does not mean that you will not suffer a kind of racist. Yes, that racist kind of racist is a complete different thing than what the Biafrans and the Igbo Biafrans are suffering in every part of Africa. If you are doing well, if you are doing anything with a white person, and you find out that you can do that particular thing more better than he do, he will try to everything to become your very good friend. He will be worried, coming very close to you because he wants to know why, what come that you are doing this thing more better than him that he is doing it. He will not, because you are doing it better than him, and hate you. He will not, because of you are doing it better than him, and say, no, throw him out of this place. He is not one of us. Why must he do it better? No. He will encourage you and try that you become his friend, because he wants to learn that, he wants to know the secret why you can do that thing better than him. That is why they are doing what? Progressing. A German man told me, he said, Greg, I said, yes, we are doing something. He said, do you know why the Japanese and the Chinese progress? I said, why? He said, because the Japanese, we are stealing with their eyes. He said, you can steal with your eyes, it's allowed. You can steal with your eyes, it is allowed. I said, what do you mean? He said, yes, you can thief with your eyes. The Japanese and the Chinese stealed the European technology with their eyes. They look at the European technology, they stole it with their eyes, and they're doing very well. That one is allowed. I say, he said yes. So, but the Africans don't have that sense of stealing with their eyes. Instead, they steal with their hand. They steal with their evil heart. They make sure that if you are doing well, they quench you. And not knowing by quenching you, they are quenching themselves. It brings me to closer to what our people are suffering in every part of Africa. It brings me to what our people are suffering in Nigeria as a demonic land. And why it pains me so much is our people have not come to the knowledge that anywhere you put your feet, they don't like you, because they know in a very short time you will do better than them. And because of that, they are jealous. Because when I come, I watch the video, of that this Igbo chief in Ghana, whatever. I found out that the man, that very word they are saying, that the man is saying he wants to build a kingdom in Ghana, the man did not say something like that. He said there was nothing like that. And this is what he said. He said about 2013 or what. And even they went for that land, and that land, they disappointed them with the land, and he forget it. But somebody is using it today to destroy the Igbo image in Ghana and destroy the Igbo business and properties in Ghana. That will show you the amount of hatred that they have for the Igbo people, and because they are not chasing them out because of anything, but because they find that these people are doing better than them, even though in their land. Where is my this thing is coming from is because I watched what the Igbos have been suffering. We are suffering because of we did not study ourselves. We are suffering because we did not come to know ourselves and know those things that we are lacking, and try to know how we can correct some of them. Instead, we become more and more and more stupid. Look at yesterday, because yesterday when I was trying to join you, I couldn't. Yesterday you talked about our brother Gentle and the battle and everything that he's facing, and they went and used the video of what he said last more than 1 year, and they brought it out now that something happened in this world, just to create enmity between the Igbos, to create enmity between the Biafra supporters, create enmity between Gentle and the other part of the of Igbo land, to create a community problem, to tell you that Gentle is from this village. Why is he killing this village? Exactly. That's what they want to do. What to put among the Igbos. And that is why I came that first day he made that broadcast. I said, I'm happy, because why I'm saying I'm happy, it is not good for a man to listen when something is going bad and you keep quiet.
Keep quiet.
If you keep quiet, you are doing more damage than what is supposed to happen. And that is how it is even in a family. When it is in a family, you keep quiet, things will be will be going more and more bad. But when you speak it out, if it's the one that you're supposed to say sorry, you say sorry and that ends there. If it's the one that someone has to tell you sorry, you say it and it ends there. Everybody do what? Continue what everybody's supposed to be doing. So, and that is what the Igbos are suffering, because when you come, an outside enemy come to tell you that your brother don't like you, you have not started telling him, actually not sit down and ask him why. Who told you that my brother don't like me? Who told you that I'm having problem? Did my brother tell you? He will tell you, no, I did not tell you, but I saw it. I see. Why can you come and tell me that my brother don't like me? When he not tell you, but you are trying to tell me that you see the way things are going. So in your own family as well, did all of you, are you in the good terms?
Mm.
Yeah, because that is what they happen. The only thing that concerns every part of Nigeria and every part of Africa is how the Igbos hate themselves, and they forget that there is no person that have love to his brother and his sister like an Igbo man.
None. Doesn't exist anywhere. None.
Nowhere. Because if they have that exist, if such a thing exists, that kind of progress the Igbos have because of the love they have for their brother and their sister would have been in their communities. And they don't know that why the Igbos progress today was because of the love they have for themselves. You see. So, but the point there is they always use those stupid ones. The one that look those stupid ones, they will go and pick them. Those ones that will buy those their evil idea. That are the kind of one they will, all these evil Nigerians will go and make friends with. So look at the example again. This man, you just played his interview. He is trying to tell you that the Igbos did not deny their brothers in Eka and some other part of the Biafra land.
Mm.
So when it was not an Igbo man who pronounced the name Biafra, who pronounced the name Biafra, I heard the man was from Ejo. Somebody like the second in command was a man from Calabar community. I think Oefim was from Calabar.
Yeah, Efi.
So, you see, and some other officers that are not Igbo that fought on the side of Biafrans.
He didn't name those ones. He didn't remember those ones.
So how come that the Igbos denounced their brothers and they went to war. So when they were there fighting for them, and who was the person that who was the person that caused this particular war in the first place? Is it? So, and some people who don't reason, some people who don't do any research or follow up, when they want this kind of man, they will take it as the man is telling them the truth because that is what they want to hear. The man that caused all the problem that Igbo come to defend their brothers and sisters was a man from the Delta State, according to what they call it. You see, but they time it as Igbo problem. But when they come for them to defend themselves, the same people that Igbo come to fight and defend and say, "This is my brother. Why are you fighting my brother?" The same people are the people who they went and convinced, "Don't follow these people. These people, you are not their brother." And most of them that are from Eka, like Obumidia, denied himself for being an Igbo man. So that is the kind of people and what Igbos are suffering. But my problem in all these things is, it is time that if you are an Igbo man, you need to advise yourself. I was listening this morning. Somebody sent me what one Yoruba man was saying about this very this in the push to Senate bill to pass about the traditional rulers of from the north and from the Yoruba.
Yeah.
And this Yoruba man was saying that he don't know why the Àgàinst people, because these Àgàinst are the people, they are our problem in the first place, because the things they're supposed to do, they don't do them, and the ones that are not supposed to do are the ones they're doing. So he said, I don't know why some Àgàinst people are having problem with that bill. That this, he was talking about that bill that they talk about the traditional ruler, and they start saying that the Igbos have problem with that. Why must Igbo have problem with that? When the white people came, that the Igbos doesn't have any king. Igbos were like that. It was when the white men came, the people that have a central rule was the northern people who was having a northern central rule, and in the Yoruba land they were having a king. In the Igbo they don't have anything like king. It was when the white man found out that they don't have king that they started giving this warrant chief to the Igbo people. That is what the Igbos have is warrant chief. So that why are the Igbo complaining now that everybody know that the Igbo don't have any chief? So the people who have chief are the Hausas and the Yorubas. So Igbos are not supposed to have problem with that bill because Igbos are disturbing. Why are they making? We're talking a lot of rubbish. So that why are they disturbing? It's time that Igbos should come out and tell them if they want to be Nigeria or if they want to be Biafra. So they have this.
We have told them we don't want to be Nigeria. We have said it now.
So I was looking at this man. I said, because why this kind of person coming out to do all this? Because someone like Debunking, because someone like Sonido, because someone like Lupus or them and the rest of them are there. They don't have any standing, anything concerning Nigeria. The only thing there is anywhere that Bele push them, that is where they will go. Because they don't have stand on what they believe. They don't even know their left or on their right. The only thing they know is that money they will make from politics and nothing more. Now, Yoruba man is coming to tell you that Igbos doesn't have king, Igbos doesn't have anything. So the Yorubas and the Fulanis have to rule us traditionally. That kind of law is good to pass it in Nigeria. You see? So that is the kind of thing that we are facing. Because when they're using gradually to make sure the Islamized Nigeria, the Biafrans, and at the same time they will the Islamized Biafrans, and at the same time they hold us, they enslave us. in any how. They want to enslave us traditional. They want to enslave us in religion. They want to enslave us in politics. So once they pass this bill, you know that Igbos are totally a slave, in pure slave in that country. Total slave. They will slave you political. They will slave you in religion. They will slave you in traditional way. So you have no say in any part, in any how. That is what the Yorubas with the Fulanis are planning. That brings me to this night watch again. When what do you call him? Omahi. And there's one of his interview I watched about 2 or 3 days ago. Omahi was talking about the Fulani headers and the killings. And now he go back and say it was because of the killings of the Fulanis inside the bush and the kidnappings and all this. And that is why Maz Nandekano from ESN. And he used the language even though that they did not support it. I look at that man and say, shame unto him. And it was because of the killing that made Maz Nandekano to form Eastern Security Network to protect our land. That even though they did not support it, instead you went and form an opposite security, not to fight the Fulani that you knew that they were killing your people. Instead you form a security to fight your people. That is the same Eastern Security Network. That is the problem we are having today. That is the problem and insecurity that you feel in Igbo land today. You see, so my brother, it is time that our people must wake up and start knowing that they have no other alternative. No matter anywhere in Africa as an Igbo man, the only thing that can defend you is if the Biafra is there. If once we have a Biafra nation, you will see that every African countries, there's none of them that will fear to touch any Igbo property anymore. It can never happen. It will cease like where they pour huge water in a fire and it will go off. They will not do it again. They are doing it because Nigerians are endangering them indirectly to kill our people and destroy their businesses, even though they are doing it even at home. So that is the only thing that can save us. The only thing that can save us as people is our freedom. It's our freedom and nothing more. So let Biafrans be courageous in what they're doing. Be courageous and support in any how the way you can support. Do not look back. Come out, support, speak out when you can. Don't keep quiet. Keeping quiet is destroying things more than what you think. There is a Sunday man say one time. He said, anytime you are keeping quiet, you are speaking much louder. You are speaking more than even somebody who is speaking. Because if something is damaging and you keep quiet and you are not speaking, that means you are supporting it more than even the people who is doing it. So the earlier we be courageous and do what we are saying. I thank God for Biafra, United States of Biafra government, who is bringing out Radio Biafra. I pray that this Radio Biafra, whatever it takes, this Biafra Radio Corporation, whatever it takes, Biafra must do everything to sustain it once it is being launched. And if it is possible that even anywhere they will get it anywhere in the world, I hope, I pray that it will be there, because some of all these programs can be pushing to that Radio Biafra, and people will be hearing it at any time and know their rights and know their left. Thank you, Maz, and God bless you. Let me give my other brothers and sisters a chance to talk.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. Let's hear from my beloved brother Christian. Bro Christian, you're there? No.
Hello?
Happy weekend. Hello.
Happy weekend, my brother. Share my voice, they come out, huh?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, brother Greg, well done. How are they today?
My brother, I will do fine. Thank God, and your family too.
We thank God, my dear brother. Yeah, so we just must continue to counter, and we'll have to continue to debunk these enemies, these sworn enemies. That is what they are. There's quite a lot to talk about on this very issue. Just like the one you just played, this man, oh my God, these people, they are, wow. That is just a fraction. So many of them, the problem when it comes to this conspiracy or hatred, it's ironic the form it takes, the shape it takes, because for the Yorubas, they have people in political arena, political elite, in position of authorities and high places, and they are exhibiting without even hiding it, showing it. I mean, literally, they are showing it. So, not minding that for them, they have also like the masses who are online, on YouTube here and there. But the fact that the ones who are politically elected into high places, they are showing their bigotry. That is what concerns me a lot, because
exactly. They don't hide it at all. They don't hide it.
A handful of them. Yeah, you can name a handful of them who occupied executive positions, and they are showing it. Like Abika Dabir, when she made a comment one time of a particular group that brings that when it comes to criminality, and this is somebody with a very powerful position. If you remember when they had to rescue Nigerians, and she was blatantly showing her bigotry against certain people. But you don't have such people in our place, like Biafrans, who are in political positions, occupy exotic positions, and be showing bigotry or trying to antagonize them. You don't have that. So, but for us, we are left with no choice than to make our voice heard, to debunk this narrative aimed at destroying a people. We remember the one from our sister in Canada, and the one that even surprised me was that yesterday there's this sister, Lisa, So I saw on her program yesterday. Actually, you didn't hear me, bro? My voice will come out.
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
So there's this guy, a Yoruba guy, online, came out to say that he has been defending Ndibo, but that he's fed up, that he will no longer do it, that because Ndibo, everywhere you go, is them, this and that in Ghana, in Nigeria, in South Africa, blah, 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 that he's fed up, that there's something. So Lisa just came out and completely, stop him on his tracks, because that is part of the narrative. But again, the surprising thing is the fact that as they are doing it on that, online level, on that just normal individual level, they are doing it at the upper level too, politically. So that is to tell you that this is no joke. It's not some kind of people online ranting. No. This is a very serious stuff.
Very serious stuff. But our people are not taking it serious.
People are very naive. This is why I look at it. The level of naivety and the damage of what they are doing, and it's been going on not just today. It's been going on because what happened is that over the years, over the decade, the Yoruba medias, it is also on that same trajectory. They've traded on that same path to cause so much destruction. Of course, more on our people, but generally in the entire country, because they never they never call good. They never call bad. No, they always try to lie, deceive, and twist things, this is a problem, because look at that Igbo coup, you know. No, for how many decades now since this whole thing, none of them, and they all know about it, but they never come out to put things right, to put the story right, to say no, that is not Igbo coup, so stop using it.
The thing has put right. Have you seen them talking about it? They still come to their
exactly
the lies.
Yeah. So the Obasanjos of this world, these are the hardcore people who knew everything that happened. They knew Zogu, they knew the Faji, the Yoruba guy, other different tribes of people who were involved in that coup, but they never say anything. They all traded on that part of Igbo coup. Why? That was completely decimating the Igbo in every politically otherwise, you know, but they kept quiet. So you see that this thing, it's just incredible. But one thing, because again, even though just like the other one in Canada, the one who also bring out the video of FFK, I don't agree with her because she's a one Nigerianist. But when they're doing something right, I have to commend it. So the same way goes for this Lisa. Lisa was all out on it, telling that in this day and age, in this time frame, this time we live in, you're not gonna. You must have won in the past with the media propaganda, but not this time. And every person, wherever you are, you must stand up to them to make your voice heard, because because in this narrative they are trying to paint in the not just in Nigeria now, but other parts of African countries. That is it's a mean-spirited effort what the Yorubas are trading. That in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Ghana, all these things, they begin to. So we really have to continue to, you know, be on our guide and continue, because trust me, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. They leave what they're supposed to do. They don't do it. What they're supposed to say, they don't say it. None of them, these Yorubas can come out and show example of anywhere in Yoruba land where Igbos are militarily or using whatever it is to invade their land, take their land, and force them into IDP camp. Not even any place of all their state, of their region, not even one. Yet, they will not say that. Rather, they ignore those who does that, and they are trying to say that. So this is serious stuff. You can see the calculated effort to paint a people black and to demonize the people. So that is the thing that we must stand up to them on this, because even like this man you played this video was talking about the war, the civil war. You know, my goodness, these guys they are really determined to twist history, because even me speaking,
you see how he started and how he twisted it at last.
Yeah, yeah. So when I know my voice is coming, huh?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So during the Civil War, or should I say, yeah, of course, Civil War, just like in Nnamdi Kanu, we were born about maybe like 5 or 6 months thereabout. So obviously, my mom, because my mom is a relative to a colonel that fought the war. So I probably would have been like maybe 5, 6 years. I don't know. But this was after the war, very many years after the war now. So when she goes to visit this colonel, you know, who is a relative of her, she will always take me along as a young boy. So this colonel was also always, from that little age, narrating about the whole thing that happened with the war. How these people, they did not discriminate, in the sense that, oh, you are not Igbo, oh, you are Anoma, or you are this or that. No, they just massacre everybody, including what they did in Asaba. But now this Yoruba man is coming to say that the Indi Igbo, they were against the Biafrans who are not from this that is like the exactly. But that is not true. That is simply not true, because this my mom's uncle I told you is from Anyoma, and he narrated how everything went down. Ojukwu did his best. He tried all he could. But the truth of the matter is that it was also an international effort led by the British. But this man did not try to make mention of the role the British played. But instead, he's trying to pin it just to suit their narrative. You know, that divide and rule, because even today as we speak, this very day, even though our people are rising up, the awareness is growing, people are realizing that it's all about geared towards divide and conquer the people. So the Anyomans, for example, they are rejecting all this old notion that has completely divided our people. You know, but this man, again, like I said, he comes here to say that the Igbo did not lose the war, but that because their people were against them because I didn't quite get everything on that video, but from the part I got, he is saying that the Abo people, which is Anyoma, Abo is Anyoma, they speak Igbo, even Ibanke and the Okwal, all these are all Igbo people. The story, my own grandfather, who was a king of my place, and that as early as I was, he narrated the story. So I'm not one to be deceived. I'm not one to be bamboozled with lies. He told us the story of Ezechime when they were coming back, you know, from Benin. When the hatred, same old hatred, not be today start, bro. It's a natural phenomenon, you know. So he started moving back because if person they run from outside, and I hope they run to come.
Yes.
So this is my goodness. So obviously the lesson there for us as Biafra, as Ndibo, is that in this time we live in, we must not, they will never, we won't let them win again on that media propaganda. No, not anymore. And we saw the result in that sister, I forgot her name, in Canada, the one they were trying to persecute online. And because these are same people who quickly pick it up. But he never be, but Abikere will not pick up other things. No, but my brother, how dare you? So that is the situation for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well, and we must continue to stand them on. For this media war, they will never win it. Not again, never ever. They can't get it. My beloved brother, Oluchi Wagot, you're welcome. Good to have you today. Sorry for last time when I forgot to bring you in. I'm so sorry. You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you, man.
No.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Tutoma.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to thank our brother Greg and brother Christian. You know, I've heard everybody and I know what your topic is all about. But Mazichuk, it's very unfortunate that I have lost sympathy for. I've lost sympathy for anything called Igbo race because Ohamadike, he talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. He told them on time. He told them on time of the dangers ahead. He told them what was coming. He prophesied. He went into the deep of scripture. He went into amalgamation. He went into to bring out the hidden secret that is hidden from us. Yes. He brought it out. We thought all of us embraced him. We never knew that, let me say, what do you call them? Do you call the elite or whatever you call them? They didn't buy into it. He cried about the media, Yoruba media. He was lamenting every day, said the worst in the history of mankind is Yoruba media. And people thought it was a joke. He even told people, don't get him wrong, that he have his nephews, cousins as Yorubas.
Exactly.
But that Yoruba media is the worst thing that have ever happened to the zoo. To the zoo. And people thought he was joking. He told them this is the step from beginning to the end, step by step, what they are doing. Our people ganged up. They ganged up. And they decided to put him up for sale. And as if that is not enough, somebody who have been going all over the north, embracing terrorism, Sheikh Gumi, he goes everywhere, he go in the bush, he collect billions to tell these people. He instructed the Nigerian government that stop calling these people terrorists, if not, you will not have peace. As if that is enough, he told the entire Nigerian people that he told the whole southern region that you should go and form vigilantes to fight against
your people. And they did, though.
We thought it would not sell, my brother. They bought
it immediately.
They started immediately. They begin to set up vigilante to go and look at where our demand. The same thing he said. And let me tell you, he never said that without a price. Those who he spoke to, they knew money is involved. They knew money will come over. But he's speaking for the caliphate. So as if that is not enough, they implemented it. As if that is not enough. Truly, Mazi, we truly begin to fight ourselves for real. We thought it was a joke. Our people begin to rise against each other. That's why I told you I've lost sympathy, my brother. I don't know how long. When my father was old, each time you talked to him, he talked to you, said his days are numbered. I will not say my days are numbered because I'm still 50-something years, but you still cannot say anything because this life today, it doesn't matter if you're 30, if you're 20, if you're 50, if you're 40. Even the kids they have in the stomach will die. But there was a dream Nnamdi Kanu had, which is Biafra. They do all manner of propaganda. He said, give me Biafra. He said, give it to him. He said, if you give it to him, carry anything go, but give him Biafra. How will you give him Biafra, I asked. He laid the structure, how to get Biafra. As if that is not okay, the Department of State, DOH, they truncated that speed. They threw it under the bus. He saw that he has this with nobody. He just single-handedly said, no, this man is thinking the way I think, he's doing the way I do. He picked Simon Ekpa. This man started this race, and I don't win that.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.